Okay, so I'm back for the third reading that I did on October 5th, 2019 for Dulce Maria Alavez. And I'm sorry, like, it's kind of dark, but we're out of electricity. I'm having to use a light from outside. I wanted to get all this done, and then whenever I get electricity, just upload everything. So, to remind you guys, I can get past, present, and future. Remember, names can be connections, and will not all will apply here, as I do get interconnected in other cases. No matter how hard I try not to, it's just the way Spirit works with me. I'm having a hard time with location as far as names. She does a great description, but having a rough time with the names. Things can also be symbolic. I do have to mention as well that, when I get names, they can be in regards to, like, places that she lived, or a place she lived, or a place that family lives, or a place that he works, or a place that he goes. So we have to keep that in mind. Not everything is going to pertain to a location, and not everything is going to fit here as much as I try. So everyone is innocent till proven guilty. This is just my psychic medium impressions. So I don't know why I hear Spanish, and I don't know Spanish, but no me es escuela. I think that means I'm not at school. So this could be, I just found out that there was a school in the area she went missing in, so maybe that's what she's trying to say. At this point, I was kind of getting weird stuff all at once, trying to get it slower so that I could understand. I only ever see one man, but there's a reference to two for some reason. It may be that, I really don't know why, because I never see the other person, or I don't know if there's two involved. It might just be a link. I only ever see one, and whatever happens to her in all the vision, there's only ever one person. There's mention of a bigger white van. This guy, I still see has a rounder face, his hair, and can wear a beard and mustache. Or maybe even stubble. So sometimes maybe he doesn't shave or whatever. There's a reference to a cowboy hat and boots, weaning of horses, and words I know him. Red in the month of October. I get a reference to jack of all trades and field work, handiwork, and even ranch hand. She's saying escuela again, school. Still shows the same area as seen before, but reference to a creek or river nearby in that distance, kind of winding unless it's symbolic. Because where I see her, there isn't any water, just a puddle, but it might be in the surrounding area. I can't shake that she's near some type of area where there's cows or horses and a dirt road. Trees in the distance, and lake or pond way in the distance. Trees in the distance, and a lake or pond way in the distance. I don't know if he went around instead of straight, but there again, 47 for some reason again. Now I remember I get names that, like I said, can be streets around where she lived. Things can have multiple meanings. Where family lives, where he works, where he goes, etc. It's not always just her location. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what soy means, but I heard no mi soy in the word alto. So I don't know no mi soy alto means, but I think it's I'm not tall or he's not tall. Meaning, maybe he's not tall or she's saying she's not tall. I'm not really sure. It's kind of weird. Or she's just speaking Spanish to show me that she speaks Spanish. There's no language barriers with spirit, so I think it's a lot of validation because I don't know what I'm saying. I keep getting a rant or something, but I get an R with a circle around it. It's weird because I got the same thing in Delphi. I think there may be horses for sure. Close. That came in really strong in Erica, and my team has gotten it a lot in the EVPs. There's a reference to a garage. I'm not really sure why. I keep seeing one of those white vans, like always say the weird serial killer drives, those weird white vans. I don't feel like she sex traffics because I asked and she said no, just a mean, gross man. Don't laugh, but she shows him me in a clown suit. Clown suit or dressed like one, so maybe symbolic and comparing him to one, or we know he dressed like it. I guess with bull riding it could reference that. But it's strange because I did get this back in a random auto write as well. I think it was 1 or 2, and it was talking about a man that would dress up as clown or had that kind of gig or something, and he would take little girls. And I couldn't get the area, but I know that the area kind of had everything as far as like lakes, rivers, streams, beaches, stuff like that. So it's back in that auto write if you want to listen. I don't know why it's fitting here, if it is him or if it's in connection to another case. So I said, "Where are you?" She said, "In the country." I'm like, "Where?" She said, "On a dirt road." I mean, no kidding. But I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know a street or it's unnamed. I'm still trying to I'm still going to try on this again. She shows me a lone oak tree again, so I don't know if it's symbolic or landmark. It's very strong. Reference to the letter J. I heard Cumberland. This can be a street or just the county, but I didn't know at the time even that was the county that she went missing from. So, because I hadn't really paid attention, but I'm like, where are you? And she shows me pigs. So I hope that's not what it could mean, but I feel like it usually symbolizes a farm. I've gotten it before. I got it in Erica. I always kind of want to go down and not up the map on the map. It feels like a hidden kind of dirt road, not really traveled. As I'm typing, I hear private. Keep wondering if it could be near his work or something. Again, R with the circle, road less traveled. I think he knows the area well, or works or owns it or something. Like that, I hear the word self-employed as I'm typing this reading, and I think there's either just tombstones or a small cemetery, as it is in every reading. Again, with this Jesus name, which even comes in the girls' EVPs, and it has come in multiple readings before she ever went missing. I get like button-down shirts with a bit of a bare belly, and I don't know what where the other description that they have is coming from, but it's not who I see. So I know that witnesses can kind of get details wrong, but I see that he's older, not younger, and unless someone else grabbed her for him, which is unlikely, most people do it themselves. Witnesses had to have missed something or got mixed up in the midst of everything. I hear they have it all wrong. Not looking in the right area, not looking for the right man. I feel letters X and the letter M. I hear the name Romeo. I hear the name from Romeo, not Romeo, but the name from Romeo, Mercutio. I don't know what that means, if it's symbolic or something. Shows me a fish like drawn out, like a church symbol, but actual fishing, with a little drawn out fish body and a triangle tail. And that she shows me a fishing pole, and there must either be he's a fisherman, or there's a fishing pond, or there's a connection to fishing or a fisherman. The word Elmer, and I get a reference to Heineken, like the beer, and I don't know if he drinks that or what, but I get like a dirty old man feel with him, pedo vibe, but something. He has stubble and looks unkept, but there's a reference to him pruning roses and watching her again. And I see that again, and he does some kind of landscaping, whether it's part of his job, just something he does or whatever. I hear self-employed during the reading, and then undocumented, so I don't know what that could mean. Also Rosario, I believe that means rosary in Spanish, someone said, but I'm not sure. Also be a street name or whatever, so I don't know if it fits here, but Manchester, I saw the show and that name and was drawn to it. It's coming in. Hear the word rodeo and see bulls bucking, so he may like them or something of that nature that come in prior readings before she was missing. I've gotten this description in her Interconnect readings. Shows me boots with spurs, and that's coming Erica, and the tapping of the foot and the clanging of the spurs. I don't know if it's an interest or part of a location. Cross again, and this time it's shining. Empanadas, I think that's a food. I'm not sure. Maybe a like of someone. Hear Mexican music loud, and the musical part of it, the letter T. I don't think that this fits here, but it's coming before in Mackenzie, the word Travis. I tried to ignore it, but it kept repeating. Waffle House, that's random. I think there's some kind of preserve near, because I heard preserve. I see handcuffs, so I think that means he's been caught or will be caught if there's just a past here. I get a reference to drunk driving, so I don't know if he does this and if he's been caught or not. I don't know that he's been caught as a pedo for pedo crimes, though. I don't know. I feel like he's just enchanted by her and watched her, knew her movements, because again it feels like a neighbor and someone she knows. I get uncle again, so either an uncle or someone connected to. We've also gotten EVP with that word to validate. So word Roundtree, and I don't know if she had a bike or liked bikes, but I heard the word bike. Jetstream keeps repeating, so I don't know if that means her way of saying like an airport. I know there is a water rhyme named that in Magic Mountain, so it could be reference to a water park that was by where she went missing. I'm not sure, but I know that water park did come in Cecilia. I'm going to try to do her video today. Not sure, but I heard Arturo again, which it can be a man's name, but it can also mean devious and cunning. Seems charming and then has everyone fooled. Hiding in plain sight. I'm shown a blue and then a bell and the word bank again. Outskirts. Please tell them to expand. Blanco, which is white. I keep getting white. Word neighborly again, so I think that's how he seems. Number 4, word restitution. I don't know why I'm getting this word, but the word Jabberwocky, like in Alice in Wonderland, I looked it up and it is a dragon. It could be symbolic for the situation. Word floral, again, hard to get names from her, but Tumberland or Timberland. Shows me cornfields again and turnips and onions. And I ask, where are you? And I see a sky and clouds. Heard tell mommy I'm okay. And I heard she knows him. Everything I get that this person watched her and knew her and waited for the right time. And that's why she wasn't afraid of him and there were no screams. At first she wasn't afraid. He was swift and keeps coming in. So it has to be. Here's someone you least expect. Feels like an acquaintance, neighbor, or could be family member or connected to. I don't know, but someone in that realm. And I feel like they've done work for them at one time. He's honestly like a jack of all trades, and I don't know because he does drink a lot, and I smell that alcohol, smell and hear beer bottles. I also see a ring on his finger, so he's either married or separated and still wears it, or was married at one time. I keep feeling a ranch that also comes in EVP a lot with the girls and an area that he knows. I don't see her directly by water, but looks like in the distance or in the area or distance. I think the horses and Erica belong here, and that puddle is still there, and I can see sprinklers or runoff. Sorry about that. So, let's see. So I think the horses for Erica belong here, and puddle is still runoff and can be sprinklers or runoff. Sorry if I'm repeating, but I've had to stop a couple of times. Still feels kind of out of the way. Private owned road, maybe private road. Named Frank, word ghost town, so there could be haunted or next to a ghost town. Kind of fits the tombstones and burial ground I got. Feels out of the way, desolate. There's a reference. Feels out of the way, kind of desolate. There's a reference to balloon, maybe symbolic for a birthday celebration, is or that what's being done for her. A month of April, so those two things may go together. Not sure if it fits here because it came in on my list and is on my list, but also I've gotten the song Charleston. So I do have a list of randoms in the group as well. I want to do that as part of my validation video. I add to it all the time, so I can't just keep making videos. But I started writing down things that would come to me or areas I was drawn to, or names I was drawn to, I guess I should say. So I'm going to be doing a video on validations as well that's come in the group. So that's all for this one. I'm going to try as much as I can to keep working on her. There comes a point where I can't really work cases anymore for whatever reason, and I'm going to just do the best that I can. So if you have any validations or anything you would like to tell me, or I'm doing private readings for donations, you can reach me gentleheartreadings@hotmail.com or thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com.